Hello and welcome to Age of Wonders Planetfall. I want to thank Paradox for giving me a key to record early video footage and everything like that. So yeah, what is Age of Wonders? It is basically the successor to Age of Wonders 3. Which is the successor to Age of Wonders 2 and Age of Wonders 1. Age of Wonders 3 is actually kind of a funny story. Because Triumph Studios, the developers of it, never really planned on making Age of Wonders 3, as far as I know. At least there wasn't really a proper considered plan, like that's just what we're gonna do. And then basically Nox came along and paid them a lot of money and said like, hey, develop Age of Wonders 3. So, and was pretty much a success. Then merged in with Paradox, or got a subsidiary of Paradox, and Studio decided to make Age of Wonders Planetfall, which we're looking at right now. I've been playing it for the past couple of days, and yeah, let's just dive into it. I'm just gonna do a scenario. There is a campaign which you can play, but I haven't actually taken a look at it, so yeah, we'll just do a smaller world. Because even with 6 players on a medium world, it's fairly you have a lot of room in my opinion. So we'll do a small world. We'll select the commander, and this is what I like about the Age of Wonders series, is like your custom commander thing. So let's just make a custom commander. So you kind of stick with a base, which is kind of an odd one, but it doesn't really matter. You can select this guy and customize, and then just start. You know, it doesn't really matter, but it starts off with a base. But I want to play with the Vanguard. So this is basically, you got a couple of races. We'll go through them. You got your Vanguard, you got your Kirko, the Syndicate, Amazons, Dvar, the Assembly, and well, that's it. So basically you got your human type. These are some buggy type creatures. These are also human type-esque things. I don't really know much about the backstory of the game, I'll be brutally honest. These are some also humans, but these more like Psy and mind stuff. Then you got your Amazons, which are, well, into nature. You got your Dvar, which are dwarves. So, yeah. And the Assembly, this is basically your undead Borg combination. Right, you got that. You got your secret technology. This has to do with some of your research, and it determines also one of the end conditions of the game and how you complete it. You've got your Celestian. Basically, if you want to play more a diplomatic game, you get your Void Tech. Yeah, you've got Void Tech. It's not all really black and white. It just enables certain. I'll look at it. We're actually going to go Vanguard. See, we've got Xenoplague, Penumbra, which is more into the mind shit, Promethean, which is more with a lot of fire, and this is more with AI hacking. So I'm actually going to go with Xenoplague, and then you can select your perks if you want to. So you have a couple of points you can spend, so we'll just disable everything, and it's kind of some of the starting conditions that you have. You have vices, which are basically, you know, get some extra points for free. Well, not really, but you get a offset. Thing is though, I kind of like this, like the vice, like cruel. As you can see here, it gives you like your tyrant of your people and your colonies have +4 unhappiness, which is, you know, it is quite a bit. But you gain 200 morale each time you kill a unit in battle. So a vice is not just a negative. It has some positive things, like kleptomaniac. Okay, we have a little bit less energy to spend every turn. Okay, but we start with a random mod. This might be not a really good one, because just the mods are not that expensive. So in like 3 turns you'll have that mod. Party animal, you know, you reduce production, but my units have. My commander's army have 100 more morale. You get some resistance to status effects, and here you have a permanent hit point increase, but you grow a little bit slower. Now I'm gonna go over now. Vice. Okay, that's your vices. You got your loadout. Basically, this is the weapon you start with. It can even be a large vehicle, and it actually gives you also some. Basically your equipment. But the funny thing about this is, if you take one of these, like this basically gives you nothing, so it's no points. This one gives you a close quarter specialist on vitality, so you know you get a little bit more of that. Range specialist at Deadeye. This gives you some piloting, and this even gives you more piloting and vitality. Actually, kind of like the idea of starting with an APC. Alright, there you got your background. This gives you a bonus or not. So we can get like stuff from here, but I think this is not that great. Neither is this, to be honest, so I'd rather have something like... Well, since we're working with Plague... I've never worked with Plague, that's kind of what I want to do it, and I've never really played with Vanguard, so that's kind of my decision for Vanguard-y, Plague-y stuff. Right, then, you know, you've got your tech set up and your starting position for your commander. But now, let's make a commander, and I think Donnie Lee is actually a perfect name. But you can do stuff like colors. Since we're going to do stuff with Plague, I think I would like to go green. And a little bit of red, because that's definitely not a shitty color combination. Let's see, something. This looks considerate. Nah, doesn't really fit me. You know what? I like that one. All right, so there's that. You can get some. No, well, let's customize a commander. You can have your male, female. So apparently it switches between a setup you have between them. Anyway, you can have like your background, since we have a little bit of plaguey stuff. Let's see, is there anything that makes sense? You know what, I like this one. It gets you such your posture, so I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see like, hey, we're using size shit, so we can float in the air, or we can be a bit more like, yes, I like this to be a bit of a son of a bitch. You can even get the position of your face going, and then you get your head. I don't know, skin textures. We've got a couple like, hey, do you want an old dude? A little bit less old dude. Yes, that face. Skin decorations. So you got a little bit of a scars. It kind of makes sense considering we're working with plaguey crap. And you get your eyes, and I don't know. Ugh. You always have your white eyes and your crap. I like this because he looks just sick. Doesn't look like a healthy man. Nope. A hairstyle. Well, let's give him at least... Ooh, wow, that's a little bit... I'm actually gonna... Get rid of this. This guy is starting to look like an asshole. I like it. You get your standard hairstyles, you know, what you kind of expect. I kind of like what we had with this, because this makes him just look like a prick. Yes, I like that. Right. Prick head, done. Zoom out, let's go for the body. We'll just reset everything. And you got yourself... I don't really like the scientisty bit. You know what? I kind of like this one, to be honest. It is a field commander, so that kind of makes sense. So let's give him some legs. Yeah. A head item. Nope, because that covers up his hair. That's not to be accepted. Nope. Okay, we won't have a head item. Accessories are just like glasses, eye patches. No, this makes him like less like an asshole for some reason. I like the fact that he has both eyes, but they look weird. And you can even give him a cape. But no capes. Right, yeah, so you got yourself a commander. Wasn't he called Donnie? I will not call him Ying or Yen. No, Yen. Okay, Donnie Ming. Okay, there we go. Done.
Valor
got us
and
a commander.
strength to you, commander of the Vanguard Expeditionary Forces. Cryosleep missions allowed you and your ranks of outcasts and adventurers to escape your past and claim new worlds for the Star Union. But while you were sleeping, the Empire disappeared. You will need all of your combat and survival skills to face the forces that brought down the Union. The past is about to catch up with you, Commander.
Ooh, scary shit. Let's start. Woo. Alright. The game's a little bit loud. So I'm actually gonna lower the volume a little bit. There we go. Let's see what this does. Wow. Alright. So there we go. This is us. This with our support vehicle we started out with. And yeah, let me just run you through its features. No, so yeah, this is our supporting APC vehicle. This is what we equip instead of a weapon, basically. So instead of using a weapon, we use a vehicle, which is our primary weapon. So when we get out of the vehicle, I really prefer to wield an Imperial Revolver instead of just a nade, because otherwise, yeah. We got no mods, and you got your stats here, and you can actually modify everybody. Like you can have this little walker dog thingy. If I have mods, I can put them in, and I can train them with them. You got your standard Vanguard troopers, and this is an owl. It's called an owl. It has laser. It's flying, you know. But let's level up and get ourselves some skill points. Now I think I'm still going to put up with a ranged specialist. Field medicine, what does this do? Expert field medicine heals all units for each turn out of combat. That's pretty good, because it allows us to live a little bit longer. Hero, rallies to allies. A friendly unit ignore morale penalties. Nah. From cover, but we have a vehicle, so that's not going to help. A vehicle, by the way, gets destroyed in battle. Your hero doesn't die, gets pumped out of the vehicle, but then the vehicle is actually destroyed. So, let's see. I don't want to do that yet. Let's give him also Deadeye. And dig in. What does that do? Hero is expert taking cover and gains damage while in cover. Doesn't really work considering I'm in a vehicle, so we'll confirm this for now. And welcome on this random frontier planet. And it's a small planet, like we decided, because I wanted to get a little bit more action going. Okay, can't really go above that, apparently. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, oh, this is a flipping small planet. Right, so we have our city here, Maldiv. And we have an extra droidy thing here that you can use to do a little bit of exploration. Because this thing's flying, it ignores terrain penalties. Kind of great, when you ask me. Ah, we actually found some of the local fauna. So there's a lot of things going on, and we'll go through it as we go through it. So for now, let's see what we have in our surroundings. We got a couple of areas around us. Okay, I want to liberate this one first, so to speak. Let's go that one. And there's also a canister here we can do for exploration. So your standard Civ-like gameplay, basically. What we could do here, if we had some influence point, is build a forward base in this sector, and which could be later used to annex it if you have enough population. So let's go into population. Basically, you have your cities, like in Civ 4 or 5 and every kind of Civ game, and they produce crap. And if you have enough colonists, like when you have 4, for example, you get access to another sector. So basically, cities in total will in the end have 5 sectors. So this city, in all likelihood, looking at the layout, will probably be 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take these 4. So we have a total of 5. Why would I do these? Because there's these specific elements in here. And these are okay-ish, but they don't really offer me anything special. So that's basically the entire reason for it. There you go. Also, right now you can see like, hey, there are no roads or anything like that. How do you get a road? Because that's always like a big thing, how to transport units. Basically, if you claim a sector, like building a forward base or annex it for a province, you only automatically get road connections. So building forward bases and spending that very, very precious influence is really useful. All right, it wants me to upgrade my commander, which I don't want to do, so ignore that one. And we need to set up a production. So this is the units we can do. It's now setting like we're now generating energy if we don't do anything. It's a little bit annoying that it will not cancel this. It will cancel this after every turn, even though it says infinite. You know. We have a core. Basically, this is a central thing. So we get science, production, food, or power. Considering what we have, we've got all of it nearby. So I think I'm just going to go for food and grow this thing as fast as possible. So get a central biofarm. And we'll build a couple of barracks because it's nice to get your base units. And these don't have upkeep, so that's basically our starting turn. I don't want to upgrade my commander. Sometimes a bit finicky about it, but you also have like an enter button here. So, right, here are your objectives and your victory conditions. There's one to score, basically. You can disable all of these if you want to. But you have like unity, which you have to go through all of these and then finally do that one. Actually, no, if you have victory conditions, you only have to do the last one. But, you know, there's some stuff here. You get like Doomsday, you research the strain, and then you have to defend the hives and construct hives. And you know, there's stuff to do. And I haven't really made a decision yet. So let's end our turn and move on to the next one. So I'm gonna record a couple episodes, see how it goes. Alright, take the supply stash, and I'm gonna lower the audio a little bit because it's a little bit loud for me. That's maybe a little too much, 3%? Yeah, that looks fine with me. Alright, so and I just got level 4 upgrade. We can claim a sector. Let's drive back into this position. Annex the sector, because if you can directly annex it next turn, we will get it. You don't actually need to stay here, so next turn we're gonna go and remove these lads. And we have an order required for this guy, so let's just use him to explore and find caches like those and that kind of stuff. So I kind of want to get a good feeling for my surrounding. Alright, let's set up some research. This looks like a very familiar tree. It is just a research tree. Nothing really spectacular. I'm really happy because a lot of those spacey type games with research trees, they have trees that go in all directions at the same time. You're like, oh, what do I need to choose? Because I'm really bad at that shit. This is just a lovely directional tree. Thank you very much. I like it. And you just have some research. This is based around my military. So top line has to do with my species. And if you colonize cities from other species, or colonize them, take them over, you actually can get also access to their research. So you can get to, so you can use their cities if you don't want to convert them. You've got your 2 fire attacks, because we're Vanguard, we got firearms and lasers, and you've got your, and maybe everybody got firearms, might be just the guys that I played with. And this is your Xenoplank, is your special technology, secret technology that you decided. And all, like, everything like this gives me a mod, and this gives me a tactical operation, 2 tactical operations. But I think I'm going to start with subjugation ordnance for now. What does this thing exactly do? See, this is additional. This unit is infected with a strain of the Xenoplague. It gains hyper-evolved immune system, granting it +2 resistance on all non-psionic status effects and ferocious determination, making the unit immune to negative morale and mind control effects. Oh, that's really good. It's not only with biological or cyborg units, so not on psi units. Okay, and this gives me a tactical operation. You know what? Let's start with this one. And I got some society research, which basically is your, you know, your exploitation stuff. Since we are, I recommend start with frontier. That's my, because this gives you some happiness. This gives you some defense stuff, but also access to colonizer, which is pretty good, in my opinion. There we go. Right, end our turn. It is a 4x game, but there's also combat, and this is not the boring combat like you got in Civ. This is proper combat. So let's manual it up. So in a way, I always experience this game as a mixture between Civ and Heroes of Might and Magic, and I think that's a very good description. Because you have these Heroes-esque battles, but then you also have the Civ type stuff. Now this is Burning Ground, so I don't really want to stand there. And as you can see, there is when I move forward like this, and I can actually see a blinky thing popping up saying like, hey, you're now in range to hit a dude. Actually, I'm not gonna move with you first. That's okay. So this would be enough to hit. So we'll drive forward. Now you can also notice this is our ability bar. This is what stuff we got. This is the amount of actions that you can take. You get 3 actions per turn, unless you get staggered. Then, but I'll go into that later. Basically, my weapons only cost 1 action, but it will end my turn. But I have these special things like APC, tactical scanners, and that kind of stuff. I don't know what actually this does. Targeting informational friendly units, including both accuracy and morale. Okay, that's pretty good. But, you know, let's fire the APC mountain cannon. 5% chance to hit either of them. I can actually... Nah, I don't think it really is going to matter. Or I can shoot my revolver outside of the truck, which is not going to hit anything. So why don't we just take a shot, see what happens. We missed. Okay. Alright. Also, a fun thing about these APC is that they actually provide cover. That's pretty cool. At least I find that pretty cool. So let's set this guys up, and I'm going to actually speed a little bit through some of the movement. Now I might experience a little bit of control issues due to the fact that I've been playing some Dawn of War 2, which has a different type of control scheme, which is a little bit annoying. It's the how you confirm abilities. Let's make my commander a little bit more difficult to be hit. So we just used the ability, blur, and he's now in a smoke field. We'll end the turn. And our Overwatch is now hitting. So it's also, there's also some XCOM-y stuff in here. Now both Overwatch has hit. And another Overwatch is triggered. So yeah, this is... And this guy had 2 movement pips, so it was enough to fire twice. Because this weapon is a repeater. And I'll show you that later. So he missed, but he's destroying... It's possible if he destroys the cover. Okay, what are you gonna do? Okay, just grazing, that's fine. Right, so these guys have this type of usage. That means basically for every pip they will fire. It costs 1 to fire, and they can fire it up to 3 times. 50% chance to hit is pretty decent, to be honest. If you can see also when you're in movement, I'll just speed a little bit through it. Like this is yellow, that means basically it's around 50%. H red is a bad chance to hit. Green is a really good chance to hit. Well, let's just finish this guy off. And we missed that one, and another shot going in, and there we go. And basically, if you lower percentage chance to hit, also increases your chance to do a grazing shot instead of a proper, you know, shot. Okay, so do you have any ranged attack? Yes, he does. Okay, so we're gonna take a move. Like, see, there it is, green. I don't want to stand there, so I might as well just move through here. Probably get a take of damage because it is, you know, and then we got 95%. Shoot him. Right. My flyer can move a little bit closer. Can we get a... I like this system where it just kind of shows you like, hey, these are the results of your movement before you actually have to do the full movement. That sucked. Oh wow, that's the worst movement you could do. You already done your thing. Let's not stand on burning ground. We can take a little bit of damage. We've got the healing ability. If you hit, he's dead. Ah, you did hit, but you didn't hit him enough. Okay, we'll just move. Oh shit, that was the bad one. Well, okay, but we killed him. Okay, and at least we have, you know, the commander ability that outside of combat we heal every turn. So we won! Yay, battle! This is what interests me and about the game. There's a little bit more, in my opinion, to be had when you look at everything. So we got this sector. It's now ours. We gained it last turn, and I'm gonna move over here. What I could do is claim... Oh, wait. No, I think I'm just going to set up another city somewhere around here, and then we'll claim these sectors. So, you know, we got ourselves a plan. But you see, there's not a road construct we're talking about, but no, we claimed a sector. What do you do with a sector? Well, you build an exploitation in it. Considering this is a production sector, it says like minerals are mined from here, granting you +10 construction production, or you know, gear production. The colony it's linked to grants additional +5 production when it's when in a production exploitation. Okay, so an extra +5. There we go. All right, what do we got here? Let's move up, see what we can find. There's a little bit of mountain range here, which is a... You cannot settle these, by the way. This is just wilderness, and there's nothing really to be gained. All right. And there we go. So the more we progress through the game, the more it will become an actual playthrough and a bit less of a explanations. Okay, so neutrals. Well, you can decide like neutrals are a bunch of bastards and we're gonna kill them all, or you can help them, or do a bit of both. But helping them usually gives you a lot of influence, which in my opinion is useful. So, okay, let's see. A mission. Alright, so we need to kill 4 units. And we gain some relationships. We gain some influence, which I talk about when I wanted. And we gain some research. Alright, we'll accept that. But the downside is that... so here's the mission objective. I need to go around this guy. Now, you can move these guys. It says like the negotiate 22. It means I need 22 faction influence to negotiate them away. Right. This is a food sector. Okay, what am I going to do with you? Let's actually move over here and claim the sector next turn. Yes, I'm speeding up movement by right-clicking again. So, oh, and my mouse decides that this is the perfect moment to start shitting on me. sometimes it just, I don't know what it is. This is really annoying. It just decides to stop moving. I'm actually, come on, come on. There we go. And then it just works again. I don't know what it is. So we're gonna build the forward base. Now, what this does for us is the moment that this colony has enough colonists, 8, we can just click on the sector, because it's already a claimed sector, and just immediately integrate it. We don't need to set up our military unit later. So this allows a little bit of earlier forward expansion. Plus, it, you know, gives you a garrison in here, and you control the forest, and you get like a claim on all the stuff around here. Like if we look at it, it's here. Factions with a claim on the sector, Donnie Ming. So we have a claim on that sector. Basically, that means if somebody else settles that sector, like we've done in the Forest of the Lost, we get a CB on them, which is also something that you have to keep in mind when you're fighting people. So yeah, we're gonna claim this one, claim this one, claim this one, and we're definitely gonna settle here. Or we might buy this sector over. That might be cheaper. So then we will take 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe, or I settle still around here-ish, because I don't think you can settle next to each other. We'll figure it out. But claiming that will be expensive. That's for sure. You don't need to stay after a claim. I think I want to explore down here a little bit. All right, end turn. What do our heals look like? All right, so now you see this is a little bit look weird, but this is like a claimed sector. It's not integrated in our system, but we have a forward base here, which does have some militia, some power. This is actually something that was not present in Age of Wonders 3. Age of Wonders 3, if you did not have any units stacked in your cities, they would be conquered. Also didn't have the sector system. I really like the sector system, to be honest. Let's put a recreational dome and some standard militarized infrastructure. What does this do? Yeah, it basically upgrades your militia and gives us access to these, which is some turrets. So the colonists can now, you know, defend themselves. Right, we've got ourselves a first mod and a first tactical operation. Next up, I'm gonna research this one because it's I like the Shredder Bomb. The Shredder Bomb has a chance to inflict a bleed effect, but also I think it can shatter. Can't remember. I told it in the combat. Anyway, so what we could do now, with the mod, we can just implant the mod in our own brain. If I have the... Okay, this hero apparently cannot do it. Can you do it? Yeah. So which gives us the resistance. And I could apply it to all, and this also makes it to be able to construct it. However, it will start using Cosmite, which is pretty much your rare resource. I'm not going to do that just yet. I will research frontier facilities. Nice. So we can build a colonist. I do want... get frontier politics, and after that we're gonna take aquatic deployment. Or do we? No, because I think we'll take this sector first. So we'll fight these guys. And you can manual combat or auto combat. My experience is, which is kind of funny, because in H1 3 I sucked at combat. In Planetfall I'm quite a bit better at it. I think that has, I don't know exactly what it has to do with, but I'm performing in general in fights that are not in my favor a lot better. This is a tank, so it doesn't really get any defensive bonus for standing anywhere. But might as well take a 20% shot, 5% shot. Let's take the 20%. And we hit him in full. This is a little bit of a disappointing sound though, I'll have to admit. It's a little bit of a sad noise. Alright, so... let's see. I think I'm just gonna set up behind the APC and take defensive positions. Take some more defensive positions. And why don't we set you over there? Take that. Move you over there. Why don't you just... oh, you can't hide yourself. That's right. Oh, that's not a good shot. Why don't you just bail out of there? And so set a flying unit above. Now, downside of being flying units above getting shot down, it will fall down, and I think most of them will actually do damage. Right, so let the enemy turn, and then we'll go into battlefield operations, which is basically magic. Alright, Overwatch being triggered. Like the APC here is being really useful. Another Overwatch. Bam! Alright, so that guy's dead. Well, these guys are probably going to leap in. Oh, there we go. which takes over the position and pushes the other guy out, which is a little bit annoying. And there we've got a flying unit.
Operations available.
Right, so we have operations available. So we got a operation, which is basically sort of magic. You pay for it with money. You can see like this is the amount of money we have. And a operation point, which is this, which is called tactical operation points. You can select one, you pay for it, and then it does something. Because it can be benefit for you, it can be damaging for the enemy, that kind of stuff. So, target biological cyborg unit takes 10 infected damage. It has a strength. It has a strength 8 chance to contract a parasitic infection. The effect jumps up to 2 times to nearby target within 2 hexes. Now we don't have anything really close by. Oh, we do. So we can hit this guy. And they both... Okay, so one got infected. I don't know what it does, actually. Maybe I can check it out. Parasitic infection. Has a lot less morale. And after combat, a unit may turn into Xenoplague. If a unit is one affected with appropriate Xenoplague technology unlocked. Okay, don't think we have that, but that's kind of cool. Right, so... let me, you know, finish the guy that's in our group off first. This thing is Overwatch. Melee Overwatch. This basically means if you attack it, it will fight back. Well, this guy is not standing next to it. So, I don't have to worry about that Overwatch. And you also saw flanking thing. That's a thing. The fact that I am not shooting it in the front but in the side gives me a bonus to hit, and I think also a bonus to do actual damage. So I'll hit it with this guy because you know it's flying and a melee unit cannot hit it. Right, there's that done. Okay, we move this guy forward. Some units have a free point of movement, which this guy does.
Enemy down.
You can see that this is in this little hex. This is 0 point, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, basically. It's very simple. And I'm just going to take a defensive posture. This is my experience. It's actually the... With Overwatch, Overwatch is really powerful. It might be either that these regular AI units don't really play well with it. I don't know exactly. We're going to move up for one forward. Can move a lot more forward, so... You know what? Let's do it. 75% chance. Bam. Well, also, this thing is actually was considered, I believe, a support unit. So, move over here. 50% chance to do a little bit of damage. Blep. Okay, we killed 2 of them. I don't think this actually decreases their models. Or decreases their damage, I mean. It just decreases models. Oh no, you hit him for 2. And yeah, this thing doesn't have any melee yet. And, okay, that gives you a guaranteed critical hit. Bam. Right.
Our forces are victorious.
They are. Good. I think some of our guys leveled up. So yes, units get individual experience, which makes them even better. So yeah, here's just like a little more health. They get a little more health. I believe it's accuracy. It's the thingy. More health. More actually prime rank improved Overwatch. That kind of stuff. So pretty cool. Cool shit.
Objective completed.
Now we can choose to take these 2 rewards and sell this one for money. But this is just research. So I think I'll just take it. Okay. Did we? No, we still have 2 points. Right. I think I'm gonna sit for 1 turn. And I'm gonna claim the beach for the next one. Will I? I could probably do that by just moving over here a little bit, get an eye on, see what we have, and then next turn moving back. Orders required. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna keep you here for 1 turn. Heal up. So somebody... Okay, so we unlock the technologies. So use tactical operations in combat and apply a unit mod to 5. If you're the first one to do this, okay, well, you get this reward, which gives you a doctrine. And I'll move into that later, once we actually have doctrines. You guys basically, but if you research this doctrine or you apply this doctrine, you get more tactical operation points and they're cheaper. And you get a random hero item if you're the first one to complete it. That's these missions that you're looking about. Right. I might set up my first colony in this direction here. And if we'll claim this one later by, I don't know how much it will cost, probably a lot. Then we might need to be friendly with them, so I'll have to take a look at that. Right, let's end turn. There we go. We'll claim Song Beach. Oh, I don't have the research requirement for that yet. Oh, never mind then. I guess we're gonna explore further this direction. Okay, we got a little bit of health. How much am I from a level up? It might be after this fight. 480. So I'm actually gonna auto combat this and hopefully. Oh, fuck. This is why I don't auto combat that often, because in my experience, this is what happens. So let's load the game. No, don't save it because you have an end of turn save basically. Alpha strain is okay. Select new research. Okay, so no. Okay, the turn was actually done. It's just gonna be bitchy about it. All right. This is why I manually combat a lot, especially with these low tier units, because they're really good. But then the auto combat, it just keeps killing them for some reason. I don't really know why. This might be because. Alright, let's speed this up already. Yes, already. Move you forward, take a shot. If you hit, you're a genius, but you probably won't. Alright, let's get this Overwatch going. Yeah, Overwatch is it's just so fucking good. I think I'm gonna set you up here and dig in. You over here and take a defense posture thing, and I'll set you over here and alright, let's see what we got. Alright.
Operations available.
Alright. Parasitic strike. Nice 3 targets together. Oh, targets cannot be infected. Oh wow, these guys are completely immune to it. Interesting. How's that? Arc resistance. Biochemical attacks do more damage. Then why? Because they're not... Oh, wait, they're not bio units? Yeah, they're silicon-based life forms. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. It's annoying. Alright, take a shot. Result might still be relatively the same, mind you, because they apparently have range already. That's a little bit annoying. Open up on this guy. Move over here, take a shot, hit please. Ah, fuck, it's a grazing shot. Alright, what we can do is move this guy over here. 75% chance. Hit him. Okay, that's one down. Right, good. Go a little bit forward, and now you can actually hit some. Finish off this guy.
Enemy eliminated.
Nice. You already did your thing? And you're not really getting anywhere near. Now the downside is I can move him closer to get a shot in. Won't really do anything for us. So what I might be able to do is move him in like this. Set up Overwatch like this, because if they move in that direction, and then I'll be able to chuck a nade next turn. We didn't take significant large amount of damage, so we're not. Oh god, okay, so I need to get a little bit closer. There we go. Heal this guy up. 90% chance to hit, so there we go. Good flank. Move in here and cover. We can actually regularly hit him. Okay. And not the greatest hit, but it's okay. Now I do want to move out of here because there's this flaming ground. We'll be taking damage, so not ideal. Move over. 65% chance for 3 shots. Got it. See, if you manually do this, results tend to be a lot better. At least in my opinion. Like I said, this is an H1S3. This was a entirely different results in general for me, where manual combat would be not a good idea. Yeah, just had to sneeze. We'll build this forward base. And alright, we got the subjugation ordnance because we got a lot of research. I'll take Nanite support. I tend to just research fairly much up and down. And we'll get aquatic deployment. Got some new stuff coming in. I won't do the colonizer yet. I want to know. I want to know what's in this sector first. Clover fields. Isn't really anything really great here. I might settle here, which gives me access to these two. However, taking this might piss these guys off. That's actually a bit of a risk. But if I still settle here, I can just take this, this, and then whatever's down here. So I think I'll do that. Okay, we're gonna go over here. Actually, apparently it's cheaper to do that. I'll have to figure... I'll wait for if that's actually true, because we're selling this thing. Right, so we got our frontier politics, got some new research. However, this unlocks a operation. So we get frontier survival or colony militia. This is one of the doctrines that we're going to spend. Basically, one says it makes it cheaper for you to produce units in your colonies, which is pretty good, and the other one gives you more food. And I like food initially, so we'll start priming this one. Now you can also get, like, these are the tactical for in combat. You get strategic ones, which is for on the strategic map, and that kind of support. It's not that complicated when you look at it. Okay, so military research. Oh wow, we're already done. High impact stagger. Right, that's if you stagger, you lose a thing. This is, I believe, a melee weapon. Yeah, I like this one because of the 10% harder to hit. And I think I'll just go for area surveillance. Just do that. Right. What is required? Yeah, no, that's fine. There we go. Alright. Taking this sector, I think, yeah, now it is faster to just go this way. Alright, so let's go over here and start, you know, clearing around our bases a little bit further. And we'll keep exploring. And there we go. And I want to see what's down here. Where's the map edge? Pretty far down. I don't know why I cannot go that far up, because that probably suggests that the map edge is pretty much up there. Huh. Alright, what I'm gonna do quickly is get myself an owl. I will fast produce it and start exploring up here. Get these caches, stuff like that. Right. Unknown commander completed emissary as a pioneer. Do 2 quests and achieve peace with an NPC faction. Well, I haven't even done 2 quests yet. I haven't even received 2 quests yet. I just got 1. That's it. So, alright. Oh, these are annoying, by the way. These are marauders. You're usually at war with them. They roam around, and that means that this thing here where they're standing on is a nest. That spawns more of them, which is really annoying. I want to clear this top sector, though. I think I'm definitely going to settle a city somewhere up north here. So we take this cash, take some construction materials, and I think we're going to go further up north. But this, oh, this is the edge of the map. Okay. I don't think I can settle a city here, but I think I can do here. However, I don't know if we'll get rid of this. Okay. So there will be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because okay, all right. A colonizer, produce. I think it's more important than this. There we go. All right. So okay. So the nest is spawned. I think I'm just gonna clear it out then. Do the quests for the NPC faction. I think that is not a bad idea. Right. Go up north. Take this cash next turn. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now the doctrine is ready. So we've got 15% more food in all our cities. And basically means that we're gonna... Ah, a handle hero joins us. This is another vanguard, and we cannot afford him right now. So I'll ignore him for now, and then next turn he'll ask again, usually. So... Cover on the movement. Right, so first we'll do this. Take the research. I hoped for something else. And so this is another neutral faction. I think no, this is just regular Marauders, but they're getting a little stronger. You also got like the Devar, like you have neutral factions for most species, and some of them has to do more with your secret technology, stuff like that. All right, keep exploring here, I guess. Oh, cool, we can take that. Area surveillance. We have a production sector, so we'll do that first. Now, I really would love to settle. Wait, what did I see here? That's not a good one. I think I just. Oh, whatever. We'll figure it out. Alright. And my mouse fucking craps out again. Alright, it's just, you know, gonna take a second, I guess. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't respond anymore to regular movement, and if I use my finger to get closer to the sensor, it will respond. I don't know what it is. It's really annoying. But I'm actually gonna end the video here. It's 45 minutes. I want to thank you guys for watching and see you hopefully in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye-bye.